Hi, welcome to my second channel and I hope you are well. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about your lesson plan, how you would plan your lesson, what you should do, and how you should explain your lesson plan to your learners for you to teach a new topic. Remember, to become a driving instructor, your job will be to teach. And the way you teach is by having lesson plans. So before you do your part 3, so you've done your part 1, which is the theory, you've done your part 2, which is the driving, and then before you do the test part 3, which is your teaching ability, after you've done that, you become a driving instructor. And what will be your job? Your job will be to teach. And how are you going to teach? You need to have lesson plans. Now, regards to lesson plans, there are many. You could buy pre-made lesson plans. You could buy it ready-made, which the lesson plans are already made. So it has moving off, stopping, changing gear, junctions, crossroads, roundabouts. It's all there prepared for you. But you as a driving instructor, you need to know how to explain the lessons. You need to know the details. And my strong advice to everyone who wants to become driving instructors, my advice to you would be to make your own lesson plans. Draw pictures. Use the technology. But what I am saying is make the lesson plans by yourself. So how to move off, how to stop, how to change gear, going left, going right, roundabouts, mini roundabouts, crossroads, meeting traffic, changing gears, all those lessons that you need to teach, you need to have lesson plans made by yourself. So make sure you have some training with someone, with a trainer, with a driving instructor, and go through to teach you the lesson plans. You as a driving instructor, like I said, you need to understand the lesson plans. You need to know exactly what you are going to teach so that you could pass the message on to your learners. In this video, I'm going to show you one lesson and I'm going to explain to you one of the lesson plans so that you understand exactly what you should be doing as a driving instructor when you do become a driving instructor. Okay, so in this one, I'm going to give you a lesson and I'm going to explain a lesson plan, which is approaching right or turning right from a major road into a minor road. Hopefully, it will give you an idea to go on and make your own lesson plans for you to teach your learners. So as an example, as you can see here, this is a lesson plan for going right, turning right. This is a major road and this is a minor road. And we're going to be turning right from major to minor. Your job will be to make a lesson plan like I did here, okay, and then have the knowledge of explaining how to approach right or turn right from a major road into a minor road. How you'd explain to your learners. You don't want to make it too long, you don't want to make it too short. You need to give enough information so that they understand exactly what they need to do. When you go and practice, they know what they're doing or what they need to do because you've already explained to them. And also, you're going to give them homework to understand this. So if I were you, I would draw a picture. Maybe you could use a whiteboard like I'm using now, and you could draw pictures just like this on a whiteboard or maybe on a piece of paper, and have that piece of paper onto a see-through folder and keep on a folder, and then when you're explaining that subject, you could just open the folder and show them the lesson plan and explain to them. Okay, but in this case, I'm showing you on a whiteboard, which I normally do sometimes when I'm explaining something, maybe something I need to explain. I would get my whiteboard out, I would draw a picture, and I would explain. Remember, picture gives 1,000 words. When you explain something, the way the learner understands, they understand better if you show them with a picture. So not just lesson plan. Say you are teaching something and there's something they don't get it, they don't understand it. Stop them somewhere safe on the left, draw a picture of that problem and explain to them. That way, right, like I said, a picture gives them 1,000 words in their mind. Just explaining, maybe they don't get the picture. You draw a picture, you explain to them with a picture, and they will understand better. Okay, so let's talk about going right or turning right or approaching right from a major road into a minor road. I would have one of them where you could write and I always put it back on because when I'm talking is because it dries up. So I always put it back on. And then if there's something wrong, so say you've done something and you want to get rid of that, what do? I've got the cleaner here. It just cleans up. Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, so what we are doing in this lesson is we are explaining turning right from a major road into a minor road. Okay, first of all, how do we know this is major and this is minor? How do we know that? So you say to your learner, the person you are teaching, how do you know? So whatever they say, the explaining is the reason this is major and this one is minor. The way we know is by the road markings. They have the giveaway line, we don't. If we had the giveaway line here, then they would be in a major road. The reason we are in a major road because we don't have to stop, they have to stop. If there's a car coming from here and we are going straight, they have to stop for us. Not because we are bigger by size, is because they've got the giveaway line, and this is the reason why we know we are in the major road and they are in the minor road. Number one. Number two, the examiner said for you to go next road on the right. So what's the first thing you need to do? The first thing you need to do is find where the road is. You don't know where the road is, so you need to look for the clues where the road is. This is what you're saying to your learners, by the way. Okay, so how do you know where the road is? What are the clues? The clues are the road markings, the car in front going in, cars coming out, and maybe there's a gap in the building. So if there's buildings here, buildings there, and if you look on the top of the building, there will be a gap in the building, wouldn't it? Because the gap is here, there's house there, but there's a gap in the middle on top of the building. What does that mean? That's a clue. It could be alleyway, but that's a clue. There could be a road. Okay, so cars going in, cars coming out, road markings. You could see the gap. You could also see the gaps in the buildings, on top of the buildings. So that's how we know if there's a road here. So we know there is a road. So how are we going to go from here now? What is the plan? The plan is the 5 things. If you could put those 5 things into practice, you've done everything. You've covered everything that you need to do. Okay? Mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. So mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. Let's put those into practice. Okay? So we know where the road is. We know we are in the major road. Number 1, top and right mirror. Top mirror for who's behind, and right mirror to see if there's anyone overtaking, if there's a bike or anything. So we look at the top mirror, we look at the right mirror. We put the signal on. We are going right, we signal right. We always need to signal to go to a new road, so we must put the signal on. Top and right mirror, signal right. What's next? Position. We've done the mirrors, we've done the signal. What's next? Is the position. So where are you going to position? In this case, we position here. Why is that? We position left of center, not on the other side. It's still on our side of the road, but we are more on the other side, which is left of center. So why do we position there? What's the reason? The reason is because the car behind could just carry on going. So if the road is big enough, position left of center on the other side, left of center. Why is that? One, it'll make it easier for you to go. Also, the car behind, you're not stopping them. They could carry on going. Just because you want to go right, it doesn't mean that you should be blocking the car behind. Okay? So by you going there, looking at your car, others will know that you want to go right. And number 2, car behind could just carry on going. You're not blocking them. Okay? What's next? Speed. So what's the speed? Around 2 car distance from the junction that you want to go in. Speed should be around 10 to 15. Gear should be second. Clutch should be up. Okay? So what's the speed? Around 2 car distance from the junction that you want to go in, or the road that you want to go in. Speed should be around 10 to 15. Gear should be second. Clutch should be up if you are learning or driving in a manual car. If it's an automatic, you don't need to change gear. Just reduce your speed around 10 to 15 and that's fine. If it's a manual car, like I said, go to second gear, bring the clutch up slowly and maintain the speed around 10-15. What's the next one? Look. Regards to look, where are we looking? So by now, We are driving. Here we look ahead first and we look into the road. So we are driving ahead and look into the road. When we look ahead, what are we looking for? If there's a car coming. If there's a car coming, who's got the priority? They've got the priority because you are crossing front of them. They've got the priority. We must give way to them if there's no space. So if there's a car here, we have to stop. Where do we stop? We stop around here. Okay? In line with the middle line. In line. Not here, not there. If it's there, we might cut the corner. We don't want to cut the corner. And if you go there, it would be swan necking, and we don't want that. Because if we do that, the car behind probably think we want to stop here because of our position. So we don't want to go too much. We don't want to go too early. We don't want to cut the corner. We go in line and stop here. Where? Just in line with the middle. With the middle. And we stop. When you stop, which way are you going to keep your wheel? The steering wheel should be straight or towards right. It should be straight. Why is that? If you steer right a little bit and you wait and there's a car coming, car behind comes and hits your car, which way is your car going to go? It's going to go like that, right? And they're going to come and smash you on your face. You don't want that. You want to keep your car straight. So even if they hit you by mistake, at least you're not going to go front of someone else. You're just going to go forward. Okay? So keep your wheel straight while you're waiting. When they go, what do? Look in again. Make sure it's safe. No one crossing the road. There's no problem here. And then you go into the middle. Like I said, don't cut the corner. Don't go too much. And go in the middle of your lane. And that's how you explain how to approach or turning right from a major road into a minor road. Remember, how you explain with a picture to your learner makes a difference when you are teaching something new to your learners. And making those lesson plans, drawing pictures with your own idea, with your own thoughts. Not just buying the pre-made ones, which is good. I'm not against buying. If you want to buy a pre-made lesson plans, there are plenty available out there in the market where you could just make you could just buy a folder with all the lesson plans in there, with great pictures, with great explanation, but that's not yours. Do you know how to explain that? Do you know how to explain those lesson plans? Buy, no problem, but just make sure you know exactly what you are explaining, how to explain, what are the lessons, how to explain those lessons to your learners. And this is why I say, by making your own lesson plans, by drawing the pictures by yourself, it makes a huge difference with the understanding. Because you are doing it, you will have more understanding, you will have more understanding of explaining to your learners. So lesson plans are one of the most important thing when you are becoming a driving instructor. So make sure after you've done your part 2, before you take your part 3, take some lessons, take some training with someone and go through the lesson plans and make those lesson plans by yourself. Make a folder, make those lesson plans and keep it on those folders. So then when you become a driving instructor, you just have it ready and you explain by one the lessons on your teaching. So I hope this lesson helps, and I hope you get an idea what is the lesson plan and how to explain the lesson plan. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do let me know if your part 3 is coming up and if you are doing the training to make the lesson plans by yourself. If you like the video, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.